Hey everyone. So, once again, long time no see. It is June something when I'm recording this. I totally forget what day it is. But yeah, oh man, it's it's hot out here. That's why I seem so, I guess, tired. But yeah, I figured I'd come and make a video in the nature again because I can. And there's really nowhere quiet in the house to make videos. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, so I wanted to do an update on what's going on with my this year's goal list and everything. Things are going okay so far. Of course, a little slower than you want it to, which is super normal, I feel like, for everyone. But so I started off by saying that I wanted to finish my mom's books. So that is going really well. They are coming along. I have been working really, really hard on the Kickstarter for that. It is launched, by the way. My first Kickstarter ever is currently launched. So when I post this video, it should still be um, active. Oh my gosh, I don't know all the terminology. Kickstarter is such a strange thing because all the terms are different. So imagine trying to explain, if you haven't done one of these before, trying to explain to people who don't know what crowdfunding is, which a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. Um, and then you tell them to go to that website and that's where you order the books, but then they just see words like become a backer and pledge and campaign and project and things like that. It doesn't just say order here. So they get kind of confused. It's really interesting. I had to create a how to place an order, quote unquote, because they don't call it ordering because they say it's not guaranteed. But great news, the books are actually guaranteed to be made. The 4 board book series that my mom and I have created is going to be made. And I will make a whole video all about the process of doing this and how I managed to make it happen because we needed $10,000. Um, that was our minimum amount, was $10,000. So we managed to raise almost $10,000, and the rest can be covered by us and the Kickstarter. That is, I mean, it's going to be funded. We've made it. Again, whole other video about all of that. I go off on tangents all the time. I'm sorry. It's hard. My brain does things. So yeah, it is guaranteed. They are going to be made. We're going to be getting at least 600 copies of each board book. They are a series. They are a set of 4. And yeah, which is really, really exciting. And we managed to do that by getting sponsorships and donations and things like that. And again, I'll make a whole video all about how we managed to do that. Um, yeah, so that's really exciting. So the Kickstarter is going to be successful. We've ensured that it will be successful so that in the future when we want to run Kickstarters for other things, it will say that we have a successful Kickstarter already in the past. So that is good. So that's all going great. And like I said, that's already launched. It will be finished on June 30th. That will be the end of our Kickstarter. Well, I guess technically July 1st in the morning. That will be the end of it. Um, and then we will move on to finishing up and getting the files sent over to the printer, and that is scheduled to happen early August. I don't have a specific date, so I just say early August, which is really exciting. I am super ready to have these books done and on their way to us, and we will definitely be getting them delivered. Should be in the fall, before holidays, before Christmas, and all that good stuff. So that's really awesome. So yeah, we are really excited to have that going as well as it is. Now, other than that, yeah, oh, and if you want to check out our Kickstarter, please do. I'll have the links in the comments and everything, or in the comments, in the description, in whatever, maybe in the comments too. I don't know. I'll have the links in places, and you guys can check that out. Yeah, and see how I wrote things. I basically had to spend the last few months learning so much. It has been a huge learning curve figuring out how to set up and launch a Kickstarter and promote a Kickstarter. Oh my gosh, guys, it is so difficult. Like I didn't fully appreciate how difficult it is to market and promote things until I was like in the thick of it. We did create flyers and postcards and things like that. We tried to spend as little money as we needed to, because we don't have a whole lot to just throw around at things. So again, I will make a whole video explaining all of that, probably after the Kickstarter is finished, just so I have all the information. Yeah, so that's great. That's all going great. Um, Again, other than that, I said also that I wanted to work on another children's book. I haven't, the most that I've done is kind of write a little bit, because all of my energy has gone to this Kickstarter and book promotion, getting people to pre-order, and still doing a little bit of work for the books. I still have to finish coloring a few illustrations, and then they're pretty much done. I need to make a few other little tweaks, but that's they're looking good otherwise. Pretty much ready to go. So, but all of my energy has gone to that, and the girls, like life stuff, my kids and everything. Real quick, life things. I said I wanted to do more structured homeschooling stuff. We've been okay with that. The girls are getting their workbook stuff in, and they're doing all kinds of educational things. And then we have, since it's like summer season now, libraries and events going on in the area. Like, there are so many free activities to go to. So I've been taking the girls to tons of stuff, like multiple things a week, getting them out. And they're doing all kinds of cool things, especially library things. Libraries are great. There are, like I said, two or three activities a week that the girls are going to, and that's fantastic. So all of that's going really well. Martial arts going super well. I have my, we're working on several katas, so I will be kind of on track, I think, to get all of my katas, which is fantastic. That makes me really happy. Then other art stuff. So my card game, that, again, I have not touched, well, I haven't touched it, but I've done a lot of thinking about it. I actually did start developing another game already too, which is, when you get an idea, you just have to roll with it, because you don't want to lose it. So I did kind of start working on another game already, which I'm kind of excited about. I think it's going to be really cool. But card game first. I've been doing a lot of thinking about the design of it and the theme, and I might be going a different direction that I think will be more interesting. So stay tuned for information about that. I think I want to start working a lot on that. Like I said, in the fall, this summer is going to be reserved for probably another children's book, as soon as my mom and I get our books to the printer and are just waiting at that point for those to arrive. So I am so excited, though, to like see these big skids with tons of boxes of books arrive. Like, that's going to be really, really cool. That's going to be really cool. Other art and book related, like, company things. I have scheduled a bunch of fairs. So I've been doing a lot of in-person, going to fairs and stuff and selling at events, which has been really fun. I really enjoy doing it. I always do okay, depending on how big the event is. The smaller events, you just don't. I've done a couple of very small events so far, and you don't get many sales because there just aren't that many people there, because I think a lot of places they're hip to the farmers markets / craft and artist fairs now, and everybody wants to have one because they get money from vendors, whether customers show up or not. So everybody's having them, and I've tested out a few of them, like the cheaper ones, just to see, and there were not many customers there, which is, again, okay. I always at least make my money back, and a little bit more, so that's fine. And I have streamlined, I'll be making a video about all this too, I have streamlined my booth setup and takedown process. We are just so, I'm trying to think of some kind of phrase, and I can't think of anything because I'm dumb. But yeah, we're looking really good with that. I can quickly grab all my stuff now, throw it in my little car, which is great, and go to the event, set up by myself in like 20-ish minutes. And when it's done, take down in 20 minutes, throw it in my little car and come back. Like, it's so smooth now, which is fantastic. I am pretty stoked about that because always feeling like I needed another person with me to help me was kind of rough, because then I felt like I'm taking from everybody else's time to do things. Yeah, I'm just like that. So, tangents. What am I even talking about? My game I was talking about my game. So, yeah, again, that is still a plan to work on that a whole bunch this year. I do think I want to try to run a Kickstarter for that. Kickstarter is really big for like card games and board games and things like that. So I think it could be pretty successful. I say that now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I am working hard on being better about social media. I hate social media, but you know, you do what you have to do. I have a Facebook for my company and I post there. I try to post fairly regularly, if not every day. And yeah, so if you wanted to follow me on that, you can, and keep up with things. And find out when things are coming out, new Kickstarters and new products and things like that. So yes. Oh, the other thing, I do have a couple. This is one of those things that might derail some of my plans, but it's okay because I would still be working on a book anyway. I have a couple of other potential clients that I am working with, and something really interesting in the works for my little publishing company. Um, I've been doing a lot of research on what authors are looking for when it comes to, I mean, yes, you go and you find an illustrator and you find somebody to format your books for you and everything. And then maybe you want to try to publish through somebody who can, like, I think they call them hybrid publishers, or I'm not entirely sure the exact correct terminology of it. But I've been doing a lot of research on what people actually want when it comes to stuff like that, because I'm interested in potentially publishing other people's books through our publishing company if they wanted to. I mean, yeah. Anyway, it's all very interesting learning all this stuff. Do I have the time to really like commit to doing all of this? I don't know. We're trying anyway. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. The Kickstarter and my mom's books, like those main art related things they are happening. Everything's great. Kickstarter got launched, so that's good. It's going to be done right at the halfway point of this year, which at least it happened in the first half of the year. I wanted it done earlier, but that's okay. It's all good. I said I'll be making a video about that Kickstarter and tips and things that I would implement for the future for my next Kickstarters and stuff. If anybody wanted to hear about that. Obviously, I'm no pro, but you might find something interesting in that. But yeah, sorry for just another update video and nothing like really fun or anything, but a lot of cool stuff is happening over here, and I'd love if you stick around, subscribe, like, comment, whatever, and see what happens. I say a lot. I am sorry. I do cut that out. I cut it out of a lot of the videos. I do a lot of like editing little things. I don't know if I'm going to do that for this one. I might just post this raw, because that's the kind of time that I have right now. But yes, thank you for sticking around if you did. Thanks for listening. I am hopefully going to be making a new video soon. Oh, that was the other thing. I completely dropped the ball on making a video every other week. Like, yeah, right. I didn't have the mental space, you guys. I just didn't have the ability to make really quality, I gotta think a lot about this stuff videos, and the time and the quiet to do it, because I have tried making videos with my kids yelling in the background. It just doesn't happen. Like, I cannot focus enough, and then I start going on even worse tangents like I am right now. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and do something awesome and creative today, and tell me about it. I'd love to hear about it. And stay cool. It's getting hot out there. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.